Thanks for watching this short presentation of the TimeLinx WebSheet for Sage SalesLogix. I'm going to log in as the user Lee with my password. I'll be presented with the opportunity to enter time for myself, or if I'm a manager and I have the rights to enter time or view time for others, the list of those users will be shown here. I'm going to choose my own timesheet, and I'm going to pick the week that I want to enter my time for. So the current week is the 13th, week ending, and here's a list of all my existing time, and I can look at all of that information. And if I like, I can click on any one of these lines if I want to add additional time for another date. I can simply right-click on whatever line, highlight the line first, pick Add Time, and the system will replicate that line's information to save me time on my data entry. But perhaps it's a different date, no problem. Perhaps it's a different task, no problem. And at that point, I can simply choose whatever task I want, identify where I'm doing the work. The system knows I typically work in the office, which we call depot. You might want to call it office. I'm going to identify if I have completed some percentage of this task. I'm going to put in the amount of that task, completion, and put in my notes. This is an unlimited field for as much notes as I need. And I can put in internal comments as well that the customer won't see. It's very easy to simply enter my time, an hour and a half. If I want, I can override that time. You'll see it's coming up 0, meaning this client's not going to be billed for this task. Why is that? The project manager has set this task as not billable. I don't have to worry about that. I'm just a consultant entering time. I'm basically done with my time entry. I can save it, and I'm completed, and the time is entered onto my timesheet. It is instantly computed as well for margin, revenue, cost, profit. I can also do time entry off the top toolbar. Project Tools, Add Time. Here it gives me a blank sheet where I can start with any particular project that I want for any customer that I want. I'll choose the customer. I'll choose the project. I'll choose the task. I'll identify the location. In this case, I want to choose a travel location because I went on site to the customer's office. When I pick travel, additional fields have shown up for travel hours, travel miles, and per diem. You'll notice they're already filled in because as part of the CRM system, we know that information in the customer's record. I can override it, but the system has defaulted this information, again, saving me data entry time. That's especially important if using the mobile version of the TimeLinx WebSheet when typing is not quite so easy. I'm almost done. Update how much of this task is complete. Put in my notes, my internal notes. The system will compute automatically once I put in my actual time, and I'll say that it's 2.5 hours. You'll notice the system has agreed 2.5 hours, which I could change. It has done some math and determined that 2.5 hours is billable. If I change this to 3 hours, for example, so I can go up or down, it is now 3 hours of billable revenue, but 2 hours of actual cost. I'm all done with my time entry, and I can simply save it. Entering expenses is just as easy. Pick a line, right-click, and add an expense. Here we are in the Expense tab, right-click, add an expense. I can also look at projects and tasks rather than by timesheets and scroll through projects that I've worked on or that I'm assigned to. And lastly, I can look at recent work that I've done, and based on a date range, for example, the last 7 days, the system will show me all the tasks I've worked on in the last 7 days. And if I'm continuing to do work on one of those tasks, I can right-click and add time from here. It's that simple. Thanks for watching.